Dance, had to a friend, I might put it on the ground. Baby girl, what you doing?
Rise and shine, Maple Shade, and welcome to Thursday's edition of Wildcat News. Today's Tuesday, June 5th, and it's May Day. We've got a few announcements for you. And the first clip of this year, Senior Memories video. That's all coming right up, but please stand for flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, I apologize, it's Tuesday's news, but first up, here are club activities announcements.
The last meeting for the Senior High Technology Club will be on Wednesday, June 6th after school in room A13.
Attention seniors, graduation is right around the corner. And project graduation sign-ups have started. Please see Mr. Thompson to pay its $10, and we need headcount as soon as possible so we can order the t-shirts.
Anyone who's interested in playing a fall sport, registration is now open online at mshsathletics.org. Make sure you check out the list outside the cafeteria to find out if you need to take the impact test.
If you need the impact test, there'll be only 2 testing dates. They're both this week. One is today, right after school, and the other is on Thursday.
And if you checked out a library book, they are due back before Wednesday, June 13th.
Getting hungry? Let's go to Rash Daddy, who has its on the
Today lunch is Nacho Grande with beef, chips, and cheese, buffalo chicken pizza, and some tendies. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Rash Daddy. And now, we'd like to wish a very happy birthday to
Jacob Moscufo
and Luis Vargas.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the announcements we have for you today.
And
before we sign off, we're going to leave you with today's segment, our first clip from this year's Senior Memories video. We asked the seniors who at MSHS had made the biggest impact on them and why. Roll the segment.
Okay, this is like 5 minutes.
damn!
The person who had the biggest impact on me in high school was usually Miss K, because she made pre-calc pretty fun for me.
It would definitely be Miss Berriman. Like, she's always been so supportive over the years.
Definitely my guidance counselor, Miss Kelly, and Miss Kervick.
Yeah, I'm going to say my guidance counselor, Mr. Torno. I've obviously never had other guidance counselors, but, like, I was so happy to have him. He literally, like, he's the most understanding person I've ever met. I felt like I could tell him anything, and he would never judge me or anything. He's also really smart, and he helped me through college. He goes out of his way to make sure, like, after high school, like, you're set. Like, he'll call colleges, he'll do this, he'll do that. He'll always try to find me.
Definitely all my coaches and advisors, Mr. Hennis, Webb, Mr. Williams, Mr. Thompson, Miss Kervick.
Probably Mrs. Torrente, because she's just someone that you can go to talk about anything, like music related or not, and she's just super awesome.
Mr. Sano and all of his amazing jokes.
I strive to be as calm as Mr. Laz. He is the dopest teacher in the school. Mark my words.
Hennis, Laz, English, they kind of made like my high school experience more fun because, like everything is so dull, but then when you get to gym class, you can talk with you guys, your friends, especially when you're a senior. You guys, just crack on each other, whatever. Also, Ransom. He like kind of like lays it down for you. He doesn't really sugarcoat anything.
Actually, I have 4, so Mr. Arnauer, Miss Kervick, Miss Vaughn, and Mr. Williams, all just because they're like all different in their own way. They really gave my high school career like a positive experience. They're all very funny, and I know they'll always be there for me, and they always make me smile when I see them in the hallway.
My 2 coaches, Mr. Gotti and Mr. Williams, like, they've done like so much for me, and like I know that I can come talk to them after school, and like they help me with college and help me with like, I don't know, like just becoming who I am today. So it's like really cool to like see that now.
Most of my AP teachers and Braverman, they had the most impact. They were really fun and really reassuring and just great people.
I would say like the biggest year that was impacted was last year because I had Miss Von Leer and Mr. Spees and also Mr. Boyan, who helped me like figure out, what I want to do with my life.
The person that had the biggest impact on me was probably Miss Von Leer. She taught me how to drive.
Mrs. Schneider, but she's actually nice to me.
Probably Mr. Nicolino coaching me in track, and he taught me to be a better athlete.
Mr. Webb,
Miss Kervick, Mr. Arnauer, Miss Leibowitz, Mr. Thompson, and even though I didn't have him in high school, Mr. Mantle. They all taught me different things, like how to be myself. They brought out the best in me.
Probably Mr. Thompson, Mr. Webb, Mr. Williams. I've been with them since like 7th grade.
Yeah, fact.
Miss Wiley from the beginning. Love her. Miss Kervick for, what was it, three years in DECA. And Mr. Mulgrave for introducing 13 into my life.
I know I just met her this year, but Miss Finizio, because she's really been there for me, even though we make fun of each other a lot, but I still love her.
I would say Miss Von Leer, Mr. Williams. Miss Von Leer, even though she's not here no more, she kind of just like was kind of that happy-go-lucky person. She means a lot to everybody that's here. It means a lot to me. And then Mr. Williams, during baseball season, even though I probably didn't realize at the time, he honestly did teach all the boys about like kind of like becoming men, doing what you got to do, and then being a good kind of person.
Mr. Arnauer, Mr. Spees, Miss Betts, and Miss Leibowitz, and Miss Kervick. Miss Kervick and Miss Leibowitz actually made a big impact. They really showed me what I really want to be when I grow up.
Definitely the teachers, because I was able to just have a good connection with them.
I think my guidance counselor, Mr. Torno, has had the biggest impact on my life. He's helped me from situations such as my dad passing away to just when I'm in class and I just can't take it anymore and I just need a place to sit and think for 5 minutes. He's helped me get into the paper for all of my achievements, and he's just helped me with college, and I honestly could not be where I am today if it weren't for such a great guidance counselor like him.